So Tim Black was asking a guy named Johnson, "Hey Johnson, do you even know the names of the woman that was naked and the police officer goes into her home and it's the wrong home and she's sitting there saying get out and the cops are like don't yell and sitting there treating her like she's doing something wrong?" Ann Jeanette Young. I didn't know the name. Ann Jeanette Young. And then Lionel Womack, a 35-year-old police detective, while black. So he's going to run this clip. I'm just going to do the audio and describe what I'm seeing.
Yes. Last thing, I call this one Kansas Drive. Some Kansas police officers went on the drive, so I got a little bumpy.
So, super fucked up. Basically, within 3 seconds, we see a shirtless black man just not even running, just kind of barely even strolling, just, you know, like he gave up. Basically, he's like, ah, shit, you know, fuck, I guess here it is. I'm going to get arrested. But the big fucking man, right, the big cop in a fucking truck, what's he do? Oh, he, first it looks like he's just going to nudge into him, then he fucking runs over him. The James Marshall case, the white man from Alamosa, Colorado, who, you know, had to shoot a guy to protect his wife because a fucking guy with a cowboy hat in a truck, and so automatically some people think that he's already in the right side, lunges into the protesters at a George Floyd protest. White people are pissed off about this shit. I'm pissed off about racism. I'm pissed off about police brutality. I don't know, Tim Black. Are you talking about me? It's fucking horrendous. It's fucked up. So he's standing upright. The truck comes in, right? He's running like this, and the truck just runs over him like this. And they run over like his leg, his midsection. I don't know what's going to happen to this guy. Let's Google search him, see if, you know, he's still alive. Lionel Womack. And he said that this happened during the summer. This happened during the summer, and we just now found out about it because Kansas is, you know, a bunch of fucked up people. So he's a police detective, I guess, from Missouri or some shit, not on duty. It was a routine traffic stop. He starts running and then gets fucking run over. Not a bank robber, not a violent man whatsoever. Well, I mean, he's a police officer, so I guess he might have some violent tendencies. They tend to be the ones that have the most domestic violence and the most insanity. Most domestic violence, most insanity, most drug use, shockingly. So it's a little ironic, the ones that were, you know, anyway, so it is disturbing video. Shows that the deputy was the former police detective from Kansas City, Kansas, was intentionally ran over. Purposely ran over. So there's a federal lawsuit now. So thank God he's got, you know, he lawyered up. Excessive force, you're goddamn right. That's excessive motherfucking force. That's sick. That's fucked up. That's I'm scared of this big black man's body, even though he'd been running, so he's tired. He's going to fall like, you know, Foreman did against Ali. Lionel Womack didn't deserve this. He's absolutely right for pointing it out. Let's listen to what Tim Black has to say about it. Once he runs him over, then he just stops. He's laying right there by the driver's side door when the driver's side door opens up. We catch this on the second vehicle, so there's at least 2 cars chasing him. The second vehicle catches him getting fucking ran over.
Mowed down a black man who was running shirtless across the field in the summer after fleeing a traffic stop.
Just a plain field. There's nothing around, so it's not like he's, you know, running and making anything dangerous or whatsoever. He's tired, shirtless man in shorts. Fucking big white truck comes up, bumps into him, runs over.
Who is this man running from the cops? Those cops just want to talk to him. It's a random traffic stop. What's the problem? What is he doing? What's wrong with this guy? He must be a thug running from these cops. If he would have just sat there and did what they told him to do, no sudden movements. Start making his eye twitch. Everything would have been fine, right? Turns out Lionel Womack, the 35-year-old man you saw running that they tried to kill because he ran from a traffic stop, he's a former police detective from Kansas City, Kansas. The cops even run from the cops in Kansas. He says he was on a very dark road by himself. The cops came, pulled him over. He got scared because more cops kept coming, and he said he was running for his life. They scared the bejesus out of the cop. The cop ran for his life. He wasn't on drugs, no alcohol in the system. Womack said in the statement that he hadn't been speeding, nor was he under the influence of anything when he was initially pulled over.
So this is interesting. Here's his account. He said that when he was pulled over, the reason why he ran, he said, initially with the first car, I was answering his question and I complied. But then there were 3 other cars that pulled up. And he's like, what the fuck? At first it was just one car. He was talking to the one person, and then 3 other additional vehicles pulled up on him and started to surround his car, and he freaked out. He took off. It was a fight-or-flight moment, and he was going to live. He felt like he was in danger, which he was. This was out in the country, late at night. It was dark, so he ran for his life. That's what you see in the dash cam video. I'm running in an open field, and I'm scared. And then they're going to mention, this is a CBS News article, something about an extradition. He's still in jail. 4 months later, he's still in jail. It doesn't say anything about his injuries. It says that he's still in jail because of an unrelated extradition case, but it's sort of related because he was eluding, police officers or some shit. For an Oklahoma charge, and that's what he was doing, running from the eluding or attempted to elude police on August 12th, just days before his encounters with the officers in Kansas. This is fucking ridiculous. This is a blatant disregard for human life. It absolutely is. I wish I knew the extent of his fucking injuries, because he could have fucking killed him. There could have been internal fucking shit. And the fact that he's in jail 4 months later, he should be in the hospital for maybe 4 months. Like, what, is he in the jail's hospital? What the fuck? What's going on with Lionel Womack, Kansas? Thank you, Tim Black, for pointing this out. This shit's got to stop.
His license and registration were all up to date. They just scared the hell out of the black man who was a former cop. Even black cops know these cops will kill your ass. He ran from the cops, Johnson. He got the hell out from the cops. And he was a cop.
Johnson.
Now it's just a bunch of you Black Lives Matter activist types on YouTube fanning division.
Thank you.
Even cops are afraid of cops. That's bad, because Crips ain't afraid of Crips. You ever see the Crips see another Crip? What up, Doe? What up, Lope? You ever seen the Hells Angels see a Hells Angel? What's up, brother? You ever seen a cop see another cop? Well, I don't know now. That's the other gang. That's the biggest gang in the United States. Cops are the biggest gang in the United States. Some of you are delusional and don't have to live in the reality of the same world that the rest of us have to live. But this black man, Mr. Womack, he lives there, and he was a cop, and he still lives in the same world I live in. That's the world of fight or flight. Your life is in your hands, or should I say it's in their hands. He got off light. They just ran him over. When the officer first pulled me over, turned his lights on, I pulled over and complied, exactly as you're supposed to. But when 3 additional vehicles pulled up quickly and started to surround my car, I freaked out. I'm a human being. I got scared. They surrounded my car, all of them, pulled in on me. That's when I took off. It was fight or flight. And I was going to live. I felt like I was in danger. This was out in the country, late at night, and it was dark. So I ran for my life. That's what you see in the dance cam video. I'm running in an open field, and I'm scared. I put a video out on Facebook last year, but earlier this year, of a mentally ill white man who had just killed 3 people. His brother, his mother, and his sister. Stabbed them all to death. He was naked, and they chased him for about 30 minutes, Johnson. No one ran him over. No one shot him. He is alive and well today with no injuries. He was wanted for murder. This guy ran from a traffic stop. A former cop runs from a traffic stop because he's scared for his life. They run him over with a truck, Johnson. Only crime committed, he ran.
Cops are out of control. Shit's fucking bullshit. Cops need to, give a shit about other people. They're supposed to be there to protect and serve the public, but they don't protect and serve any goddamn, except for the oligarchs and the plutocrats, their buddies, their friends. The Rocket Docket Slaughterhouse will fuck the shit out of you, so a cop says that, make up shit and says that you did this and that. You'll have to go through the whole goddamn system and then maybe get your freedom, 100 years later. But if there's a crime that happens and they don't say that there's a crime, well, shit, I guess nothing's going to fucking happen, right? So the police are the biggest impediment to justice in America that there is. You have to set the example. For good or ill, you got to set the example, and the police that's what manhood is, just fucking outright violence and fascism for no apparent fucking reason. I thought we're de-escalating. I thought, Andy Griffith used to just, talk it out without a gun. Just go out and talk to folks and figure out what the problem is, come up with a creative solution. That's how, but we don't live in Mayberry, this goddamn U.S. of motherfucking A, right? And those that run forces are the same that burn crosses. So there is an extra racial, component for cops to black folks, Tim Black, but I also, I'm eating a shit sandwich myself, so you're going to say that your shit sandwich is worse, and, maybe it is. Well, I got some Parmesan on my motherfucking shit sandwich. It's a shit sandwich. Stop the fucking cops from brutalizing motherfucking people. They're supposed to protect and serve the people. So what the fuck is wrong with them? Why are they so fucked up? This is a national problem. This is a national problem, and national problems require national solutions. A lot of these cops and states will sit there, or cities and states will say that homelessness is, we can't, homelessness is everywhere. Police brutality is everywhere. Poverty is everywhere. Lack of health care is everywhere. So if it's fucking everywhere, then local and state ain't going to do shit, and it's a national problem, and national government ain't going to do shit. What hope do we have besides the 12 progressives putting the pressure on the 12 progressives to get us some progressive legislation? We have no other hope. That's the starting point. Jimmy Dore began the conversation. Thank you, Jimmy Dore. If you don't like him, okay, fast forward, move on with your fucking life. He started the conversation. He come up with the idea. He'll take credit for it. You know what? Who gives a fuck? Come up with some better ideas. Come up with a better top 10, come up with an alternative idea that you think is better. And if it's not better, then come up with the top 10, top 3 list, and let's say what our priorities are as goddamn progressives. What do we believe as a progressive nation, as a progressive internet nation? It would be better for, America. What would be our top 10? Is it the Green New Deal? Do we already have this list out? Is it, because I would love to actually talk to Tim Black and really hash out a top 10 list, because my top 3 issues are health care, Medicare for all, universal basic income, $2,000 a month. This is for the COVID-19 to get past this fucking crisis. We got a Great Depression going on. We have a virus killed, apparently 300,000 people. We can, and also when he's like, where's the, black people getting killed by cops? How come you guys weren't on our side for that? So I don't know how to demilitarize the police. I don't know how to, defund the police, get rid of the police. I don't know if you could just get rid of them, but I think ending the war on drugs, that gives, that takes a baton out of their fucking, that takes a major nightstick out of their pocket or out of their holster. So they have one less reason to fuck with us. In the war on drugs could be done with a pen. Mr. fucking Joe Biden, he might be sympathetic, but he was the crime bill guy, mass incarceration. So he owes black folks anyways. Also segregation. Joe Biden owes black folks big motherfucking time. You can't just give him your love and support and just go along with the flow. So my top 3 issues are in the war on drugs, Medicare for all, universal basic income, $2,000 a month. And these are my top 3 issues because I feel like why just pressure for Medicare for all? Like I said, get a top 3, top 10, or come up with an alternative idea. I wouldn't say this is alternative idea. I said quivers and a quill. I don't know what a quiver or quill is, but arrows in the quiver. Arrows, I think they're both, a quiver and a quill is both a container. So you can't take a container and throw out the container. But whatever, it doesn't matter. What we need, we have 12 progressives. So anything that the progressives try is a long shot if they get any goddamn fucking pressure. So you got to go big or go home. You got to go big or go home. We got to get these 12 progressives. Let's use basketball as an analogy. We got to get them open for a three-point shot. And we got to keep on, we got to have good defense. We got to get them a spot and get them shooting as many three-point shots as they can shoot. Now, that's a little bit risky, right? You want to get in the paint, get a nice two-pointer, and then that's the same back and forth. But if you could be a three-point shooting team, you'd be fucking unstoppable. So you got to, get some room for the progressives. Allow the progressives to make as many three-point shots as possible. David Sirotto wants to be a little jealous, hootenanny. David Sirotto is a jealous hootenanny, right? But his, some of his ideas, get rid of Richie Neal. He seems like a piece of shit. And, listen to some of his ideas because those are other arrows, right? Those are other strategies to get us three-point shots. He's got a three-point shot, and he says that we could pressure Joe Biden to just extend Obamacare, the public option, by executive order. Well, there's a big problem with that. Joe Biden's against that. Joe Biden says that he would veto, Medicare for all, but he also, had said that he's not going to use the executive order shit that, the Constitution says should be done by legislation. So he's saying it's up to the Congress to get this shit done. It's up to the Congress. So nothing can really be done by executive order. It's not really it's an uphill battle, but it's not really a better idea. It's a simple idea. It's a smart idea. And I think we could actually use both of those in tandem with one another because we could put Bernie Care up for a vote and then that's it. No, Bernie Care up for a vote and then put the public option up for a vote. Because Bernie Care might fail, but the public option has to pass. It would have to pass. So this isn't just about primary and opponents. This isn't just good politics. You put up good progressive legislation just so all these anti-fucking progressives, you can see who are the righteous and who are the fucking douchebags. So that's important, right? Getting a record of who is voting for what, where do the people stand. We need to know exactly who our representatives, what's wrong with them. I would like them just to tell us where they stand on the damn issues. Just put up 10 issues. They could come up with 10 issues and just have like not voice votes, but like a symbolic vote, like where do you kind of stand on this issue? Where do you stand on that issue? A resolution, not a declaration, not a resolution. Anyways. Tim Black is right. Lionel Womack is still in jail, 35 years old. He's saying even a black police officer runs from the cops. Even a black police officer is getting run over by cops, saying that it's better than the Crips. That's, or worse than the Crips. That's worse than the Hell's Angels. They're actually friendly when they see each other. Cops see other cops and they fucking say, oh shit, I know what these motherfuckers are up to. So Lionel Womack tried to get the fuck up out of Dodge because, 4 cops descended upon him, no drugs, nothing in the system. I don't know what the fucking charge is, eluding cops, but what was the original charge? For what? Nothing? Just running from the cops? He don't know if you're a fucking cop or not. He don't know. Come on. Don't sound like they got nothing. So, Tim Black, you're right, this bullshit's got to stop. We need to, end the war on drugs. We need to demilitarize the police, but yeah, I mean, let's do that, and however that looks. Also, by coming to the top 10 list, we're aiming for the stars. We might land on the moon. So I'm glad to have Tim Black as an ally.